Oh, she says, as she waves a cigarette in your face. I don't know. I don't have an intro to these. We got the one for the stream, which is also the one for all the other shit that we do. But like, I don't know why I don't do it here. It's right there. It's good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you happen to be watching. It's just going Tokyo coming at you with some more whatever. I've been saying that or some variation of it for the last like 8 years because I was doing it with the Isaac stuff. Anyways, it's big doings here. It's not big doings. I don't know what doings it is. It's doings. I've been doing. I saw a friend. Not strictly speaking, a friend. Somebody I worked with, like one of the very few coworkers that I have, who's, we're on kind of good terms with, outside of work, and she doesn't work with me anymore. She's my senpai, and took me out to lunch. And I mean, we paid our own way. She didn't take me out to lunch, but she invited me out to lunch. We talked. It was nice. It was weird. I'm not a sociable person, as you've probably gathered from any amount of time knowing me. In meet space, I have a really hard time meeting people and talking to people, and just the like. I don't really get why people would want to hang out with me. Like, I don't necessarily want to hang out with me, so like, it doesn't dawn on me to reach out to people and be like, oh yeah, like we could just hang out, we could do that. Go to like a park or the coffee or something and just do that. That's a normal people thing that normal people do, and I never think of it. But we went out. It was nice. She's normal, which is a little bit weird for me. Like, she's the only normal person that I know, which is good. I probably ought to know more normal people. Okay, normal here is doing a lot of the wrong kind of work, because, like, I'm meaning it in the sense of not being queer. And there's a lot of normal queer people, too. And there's a lot of abnormal not queer people, so, like, it's not... Normal's not the word that I want here, but she's definitely not queer. And so, like, I don't... It's a bit weird to... I don't know what to say to people sometimes. I don't know what people who are A, not weird, and B, not queer, like, talk about before even you get to the language gap, because like everybody that I know, the few people that I know, like in meat space on hand here, and like almost everybody online is either weird, queer, or both. And like, I get that social milieu, is that the word? But she was cool. It was really good lunch. I had some mabo dofu, which is perhaps meaningless to you. It's very spicy tofu. It wasn't very spicy because it was at a restaurant, but it was good. I'm just babbling on. There's just like so much, but it's all semi-inconsequential, like in the grand scheme of the world and everything that's going on in the world. But it is my life, so it's not inconsequential, I guess. I finished that fucking video, the Nobeta video, finally done. Go watch it. Be on the forefront. It's only got 13 views, and it'll probably cap out at 13 views unless you see this and you're like, oh shit, I want to know about the Moe Blob game. I want to know what Nisco thinks about that, which I don't know why you would, but I made the video anyways. I don't know why I do the things that I do. Like, I don't know why this has become my thing. It's not money. Like, it's not like I, even at the beginning, dreamed of making this a job. I wouldn't want to do this as a job. Like, folks who stream for work? No way. Like, that's way too much to juggle. You gotta stream for like 6 fucking hours, and 3 is my cap. Like, sometimes 4 if I'm real ganky. But it blows my throat out, and usually I'm ready to pass out by like, the 3-hour 45-minute point. So like, to do it for a job, I never thought of that, and certainly not doing video work for a job, because like, how do you get money doing video work? You get shitty sponsors? Like, all the shit that people sponsor on their videos, like fucking Raid Shadow Legends, and I get money from the Israeli government so they can fund their genocide with my influence. I'd rather not. Like, I don't think it would work out that way, but I don't really need to promote their shit. So like, and like, supplements? What the fuck do I know about supplements? Why would I want to shill supplements to you? My big thing is I drink milk now, and it's like, oh wow, shit, that's healthy. You know, so I spend hours. I spend so much time doing these videos, and I like it. Like, I get something out of it, but it's like, it's a lot of time. It's a lot of time. That No Meta video, I mean, it took a lot longer than it probably ought to have done, because honestly, I wasn't super motivated. I was doing it because it was part of the series. I wanted to take a look at, like, all the shit that we play on stream this year, because we did that tier list video last time, and I was, like, trying to do reviews, pocket reviews, of 9 games in, like, a 30-minute video. Is just, it seems kind of absurd. Like, why not just do a review per game, and then you could do a tier list at the end. It's only going to be, like, 5 minutes long, because you've already done all the legwork of doing, like, the analysis and the reviews and shit like that. So I was like, oh, I could do that, and it happened to be No Beta was the first one that we did, and I was like, well, I gotta do it, even though I'm not, like, super into No Beta, and I devoted, like, so much time thinking about it, and then I fucked it up, so I had to make the second one. It's been a thing, but it's done. I'm mostly happy with it. There's a few things I could have said a little bit better. I said that Nonada wasn't real, and that was not the phrasing that I probably should have used. What I should have said was that Nonada was not No Beta. It was not the real No Beta. Like, that's the secret. That's the whole gimmick. And that would have made, I think, some of the later points flow together a little bit more clearly, but that's like, is that inside baseball? This is not baseball. I have no baseball. I have no interest in baseball. Like, there's the Tigers, the Hanshin Tigers, and I only cared about the Hanshin Tigers when I lived in Hanshin. When I lived in Osaka, because the Hanshin is a company, and it serves the Osaka area. It's a train company. You want to go up to Kobe, you're riding on Hanshin probably, or Hankyu, you know, or JR. There's 3 fucking train companies down there. Anyways, I like the Tigers because they were the hometown team. But I don't care about baseball, so what does inside baseball mean to me? What does it mean to anybody? I don't even fucking know. So, a thing, this is my life, the diary stuff. I don't want to say too much about it, not to get anybody else's hopes up, but also not to get my hopes up, and there's, like, a lot of steps between, like, now and when this might be accomplished, but it's possible that I might have a new used laptop. We don't know, like, if it's all going to pan out, and even if it does pan out, if it, like, the laptop itself pans out for what I need to do, you may have gathered that I am not a particularly techie person. I'm very much, as they would say in Japan, an analog girl. I am not a digital girl. I do not get digital shit. So it will be exciting. But if it works out, like, it would be a lot for the streams, would be a lot easier. That would be neat. We didn't have to worry about, like, Twitch shutting down audio because there's a copyright issue, because that happens, and it really pisses me off, but it does happen. So that would be, like, super cool. I would be able to do archives again, LBP archives. I'm pointing to the PS3 as though you could fucking see it. As though you know it's, I mean, you know I have one, because I've talked about it, but, like, it's there. It's right there. I'm pointing to it right fucking now. You could get a capture card, and it would work with the capture card, and it's weird to think, to go back to that. I don't want to do LBP reviews again. Like, I feel like that time is done. I don't think I could do, like, weekly reviews, especially after doing the No Beta video, and the amount of work that went into that. When, of course, it's a game and it's not a level, so there's a lot more work that needed to go into it, but, like, to kind of, that's my standard now, and then to try to apply that to, like, LBP levels on a weekly basis, like, I just could not. I don't think I could not do it. I don't think my heart's in it, but maybe I could do archives again. Time, though. Time is like, I ain't got no time. Girls got no time. This is the thing. This is one of the reasons that I do the video work, is because the video stuff, like, it slots into time very easily. Like, you could do a little bit of editing when you wake up in the morning at 5:30, and you've got, like, you don't need to get ready until 6:30 to get out of the house. So you got, like, an hour there, but you're, like, soupy-headed, you know? Because you just woke up, and you just had your cup of coffee. So it's like, well, you can't really put anything good in that hour. Like, you can't study in that hour, because your brain's just not, like, working to that point. And it's, like, 5:30 in the morning, so it's not like you're going to go out and meet folks. You're not going to hang out at the bars at 5:30 in the morning, because you got to go to work. So what do? You slot some editing in there. You do a little bit of recording. It's, like, really super easy. And I've got, like, these chunks of time in my life that are, like, not really usable for anything else. They're not big enough, or they don't fall into areas where like I have the attendant energy to use in maybe a more adult way, in a way that would do things with my life. It's a big thing I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to work out like how to balance this stuff, because I do love what I do. I do love this video work. I think it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of meaning. It's not much art, you know? I don't know what art is. I don't hold it to the same standard that I would hold, like, real people's art. But, like, it's my art. And I love it. I finally found something that I could do. I loved when I was a kid. I loved sketching. And I did pottery for a while. I was terrible at pottery. Like, even then, I didn't need anybody to make fun of me to let me know that I was terrible at pottery, because, like, I knew it, but it was fun. And, you know, I ate a lot of shit for that when I was a kid. And so I just stopped sketching. And the pottery, I just stopped because I wasn't taking those classes anymore because they were in high school, and I graduated high school, and it's like, you don't have, like, clay and a wheel and a kiln lying around in your post-high school life that much. So it was like, I would have to go out of my way to do pottery, but, like, I could have continued sketching. I could have continued drawing, but I didn't. But I found, you know, this video stuff, and I really like doing it. I want to do it, but I also want to do, like, other stuff too, and that means I gotta arrange my life in such a way that would let me do a little of both. I don't know what the answer to that is yet, but I do know that, holy shit, we've almost talked for 12 minutes, and that's like too long. That's like way too long. I'm so sorry. I blathered in your ear, but that's what the point of these videos are. So, fine. I gotta go. I love you. Take care of yourselves. The world is real fucky. I haven't talked about that, and I don't have the spoons to really talk about it here, and I'm not the one who should be talking about it, but there's a lot of really deeply fucked up shit going on right now, and I want you please to keep yourself safe, because that's real important. And for depending on like what group that you fall into, you know, what axis of marginalization that you are in, that is maybe increasingly difficult to do. So please do be careful, please do be safe out there. I love you, and I'm gotta go. So from me, Disco, here in Tokyo, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you, arigato, arigato, not to see you, and ciao.